What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/TalesFromTheCustomer. Alright, this story's called, "So let me get this straight. You think I pulled the sheets back, urinated on the bed, and then spent hours blow drying it? I should have just canceled the reservation. Behold the series of stupid mistakes. My partner and I have been moving, and it's proven to be the most stressful one I have ever had. We are worn out and just needed a break, so I planned a surprise hotel stay with an in-room two-person jacuzzi. Minutes after this impulsive decision, I realized I can't actually afford this and tried to cancel it. I hadn't paid the extra fees, so I wasn't able to do so. I called the hotel and asked for it to be canceled. She says that's fine and that she will do it later in the day. Being the most annoyingly indecisive person ever, I figured out a way to cut a couple of expenses down to afford it, and I called back to re-reserve it. She asked me to write a good review online mentioning her specifically. I feel bad because I have a guilt complex, and I do it. Mistake number 1. A week before the date, I tried to call to double check everything was in order. The phone rings, and finally I hear the "This room is not available" automated message. Odd, but okay. I call back multiple times over the next couple of days and am not successful until the 5th time. I keep trying. In the meantime, I read the reviews of the place and see a ton of really awful reviews. I chalk it up to customers who don't want to be happy and ignore it. Mistake 2. When I finally get an answer, I am told that the company had reserved the wrong room, which didn't have a jacuzzi. I asked if I could switch it and she said that was fine. Day of the reservation, I called to make sure it had been switched and found out she had forgotten. I've worked enough poopy jobs to understand that things happen when you're overworked. The same person took all my calls, which were all very different times a day. I said that was fine and asked to move it to the next weekend. She said, "Honestly, the owner is probably gonna be a bench about it, but this is all my fault, so I'll make it work." I mentioned that I've had a very hard time getting a hold of them, and she very quickly tells me that it isn't possible. Despite that, she thanks me for not being a butthole, and I say that I get that things happen and it's whatever. I joke that I hope that she is at least getting a lot of overtime pay. She laughs, sighs, and says no. Bad sign. This place clearly treats their employees like crap. Still, I overlook it because we really need a night to relax and I don't want to go back and make more work for her again. Mistake 3. We pull up to the hotel night of, and it's immediately clear that this place is a dump. At that point, I honestly don't care. We check in around 9 p.m., set up a laptop in front of the jacuzzi, order delivery, and have a great time relaxing for the first time in over a month. The room has a weird smell, but I chalk it up to I'm gonna ignore it and just open the window. Mistake number 4. We head to bed around 2 a.m. and I immediately realize where the smell is coming from. The bed absolutely reeks. It's a sick, hot garbage, putrid, sweet, disgusting stench so strong I can taste it. We get off the bed and I pull the top sheet back to reveal what I can only guess was once an entire gallon of raw human sewage. I pull the mattress pad up and snap a picture of the pad to show a friend later because it's just so gross. We clean up the room and head to the desk. I bring the culprit with. I was worried they would think I was pulling a Karen and just being difficult for no reason. There are 2 people at the desk, a woman at the computer and another guy just kinda hanging out behind her. I tell her my story and she could not have seemed more annoyed with me. I try to crack some jokes because, hey, working over a night desk at a crappy hotel has to suck. She walks to the back and comes back with the new mattress pad, which she plops onto the counter saying, "Here, just take a new one." Y'all, no. I tell her that I'm sorry, but uncovering that abomination of a mattress has unleashed such a foul odor that I could barely breathe without dry heaving. I'm not sleeping on it. She huffs and says, "Fine, I'll get you into a different room." We go up to the new one and immediately are hit with that stagnant, "someone smoked a whole pack of cigarettes a week ago" smell. I've been a smoker for a decade and I couldn't handle it. We decide to cut our losses and just head home. My partner is mortified and doesn't want to interact with the desk folks again, so they bring our things to the car while I let them know we are leaving and check out. I get down to the desk and there's a note on the counter that says something to the effect of, "I'm currently with another customer, be back in 5 to 7 minutes." call 0 on the phone for assistance. After a few minutes, I'm starting to lose the benefit of the doubt mentality and take a picture of the sign. A few minutes later, I pick up the phone to call 0. The phone rings on the receiver right in front of me. She left the phone on the holder. That's why my calls hadn't gone through so many times. We take a $30 cab all the way home, and I think the bad experience has come to an end. Ha! Mistake 5. 4 days later, I try to use my card and it's declined. I work in social services and am perpetually broke, but I keep close track on my balances because I can't afford not to. I check my account and I'm overdrawn. There's a $250 charge from the hotel. I assume they accidentally charged us twice or something. I call to figure it out, and surprisingly, I get an answer for the first time. The reviews I had read described the owner as having an Eastern European accent, so does the person on the phone at this time. Great, we can get this settled faster, I think to myself. Mistake number 6. As soon as I give my name, she snaps, "Well, you checked in and out and we can't refund the room." I tell her I hadn't asked for that, though I should have. I just want to know what the extra $250 charge is and fix it. That is when I am told that they still can't get the disgusting mess we left out of the mattress. And do I have any idea how expensive this is? Okay, I'm done. I'm nice. I'm not a Karen. It takes me forever to get mad, but I'm freaking mad. She argues that we were in the room a long time, they can't refund it, and how dare I do this to her hotel. I snap back and remind her that the stain was dry and that there was no way I did that. She comments that this is impossible because the housekeepers changed the mattress pad. I inform her, in no uncertain terms, that this is obviously not the case. She denies this again, and I cut her off asking, "So let me get this straight. You think I pulled the sheets back, urinated on the bed, and then spent hours blow drying it?" She says she will talk to the staff and call me back. The next day, after not hearing back, I call again, and the person I originally talked to answers. We have a very frank conversation, and at the beginning, she backs up what the owner has said. I mention that the stain was dry, that I have a time-stamped picture of it. I offer to email the picture, and she asks me to text it to her. Weird, but okay. We keep talking. When I describe the desk staff at night, she says that there isn't anyone there matching the description of the guy who had been hanging out doing nothing. I laugh and say that it looks like your staff has their friends hanging out on their overnights. I mention the sign. She says they don't have signs like that. I let her know that I have a picture. She stops and asks me to send that to her too. She offhandedly says, "I mean, you didn't even have any kids with you." I get off the phone and send her the pictures, along with more details, like that while they were with another guest, they locked the front door and left the phone unattended. I don't hear back. The next day, today, I call the hotel to talk to her, but she can't take a call at the moment. So I text asking to check in. She immediately replies that she isn't at work today, but she gives me her word that she will get back to me tomorrow. So anyway, that's how I paid a total of $375 to be accused of being the most pointlessly calculated bed pisser ever, because the owner overworks her staff, the housekeepers don't change the mattress pads, and the owner doesn't want to spend her own money to clean or replace the mattress. Y'all, that is disgusting. That's why I'm saying that if a hotel has like less than 3 stars, don't stay there. It's not a good idea. This story's called All Shrimp Are the Same. I used to work in hospitality, so I try to be understanding when mix-ups happen in the kitchen or when places are understaffed. I get it, but I found our server's mistake to be laughable and want to know if anyone else felt the same. Hubby and I went out for a date night to a new restaurant with a farm-fresh aesthetic and a decent-looking menu, medium-range price point. In-house made gnocchi, ahi tuna tacos, pork chops, filet, mahi, and rock shrimp are all available on the menu, with some entrees paired with an interesting risotto with cayenne dust, and some paired with the house vegetable, a Brussels succotash, and a boursin mash. Before the kiddos came along, and mealtime devolved into a squabbling sport, with the meal's post-game involving a polishing off of a hodgepodge of lukewarm and bland BS over the sink that our picky eaters had thoughtfully left behind on their plastic plates, hubby and I used to enjoy playing food critic on date nights, learning the difference between an appetizer and a mouche-bouche along with a glass of excellent red wine. Nowadays, those nights are fewer and farther between, as it often happens when you have a family, so we really look forward to trying a new restaurant whose dishes would be the opposite of our usual dinner fare at home, seasoned and on a sizzling plate. We love eating. We just used to be a lot more discriminating about it. Enter our server. We asked for menu recommendations. She pointed out her seafood favorites and a pork favorite, and my husband asked about the rock shrimp entree. We live close to a coastal city that has access to rock shrimp, and we have enjoyed them many times at several restaurants. She said it was good. Since the kiddos, I've not been able to withstand the smell of seafood cooking in our kitchen, nor chicken, nor eggs. Thanks, hyperemesis. So we really don't eat seafood at home too often. So when hubby has a chance to order it out, he shoots a shot and tells our nice, but slightly spacey, waitress that he'd like the rock shrimp entree. It was listed with the corn risotto and a cayenne dust. It is the most expensive dish on the menu, $24. The filet on the menu is $22. The gnocchi I ordered was $17. The 2 street-size ahi tuna taco appetizer was $10. Food took a while to arrive, not surprising since he ordered risotto, but our server brought it out about 10 minutes after we started to get that, wait, why is our food taking so long feeling. No matter, it's here now. I took a bite of my gnocchi, and then I examined my hubby's plate. I see 5 shrimp plated on top of his risotto, regular shrimp. It had the cayenne dusting and looks lovely, but this clearly was not rock shrimp, and the server said zilch. She came by to ask how everything looks, and my husband, a big guy who is well-spoken and has a commanding presence but hates confrontation, asked her mildly, "Is this rock shrimp?" We knew it was not rock shrimp. She knew it was not rock shrimp. He was smiling and looked confused. There was an opening there to make it right. My face flushed as she started to say,
"Yeah, no, it is not. I totally forgot. We got rock shrimp in today and didn't like the product, so we switched it out. This is Argentinian red shrimp."
She paused and looked at us. What were we supposed to say? Then she added,
"Is this okay? Do you want to order something else?"
Wait, what? Not just a mistake from the kitchen, but she didn't tell us that the item was 86th. The title of the dish is rock shrimp. We talked about it twice. When hubby asked about it, and then he ordered it. Was I wrong to be frustrated? Also, the meals took 25 minutes to come out. He wasn't gonna wait for another meal while I ate mine. He declined and I shoveled gnocchi in my mouth, irritated at the thought of my sweet hubby not getting his foodie fix. Again, not a big seafood eater, but from what I understand, it's a totally different fish than regular shrimp. More lobstery than shrimpy. I assume a $24 dish of rock shrimp is not equal to 5 pieces of regular shrimp plopped on a plate. She comped a $6 beer and apologized for the miscommunication. I appreciate her saying some sort of sorry. I tucked any Karen tendencies away and we still tipped 20%, but this restaurant left a bad taste in my mouth because of the server. It wasn't a fireable offense, but we probably won't go back to this restaurant because it was a pretty ridiculous situation. We only get so many times to pretend our palates are refined. We'll take our amateur foodie faces elsewhere, but I want to know, are all shrimp the same? Are Argentinian red shrimp a delicacy I have deeply misunderstood? It put a tiny damper on an otherwise fun date night. Didn't realize a plate of shrimp could make me feel so small. Okay, so I don't really know the differences between shrimp, really. I knew that there had to be some sort of variety of shrimp because popcorn shrimp is definitely not the same as coconut shrimp in terms of size, and jumbo shrimp is amazing. This story's called Somewhere Out There is a Person Who Thinks Elephants Are Teal. So I know this is totally a first world problem, but I feel like if I'm paying for something, I should get what I ordered, right? Bullseye was having a sale on furniture, so I ordered an entryway bench in teal that I'd had my eye on. I specifically wanted teal because my house has a lot of neutral colors and I like obnoxiously bright colors sometimes. The first one comes and it says color elephant on the side. I open it up and it's a dark gray. I double check my order in case I messed up. Nope. I go through the exchange process. I lug a 50-pound box into a supply office store where I can mail it back. I get the second one. Again, the box says color elephant. Nah, they couldn't have sent me the wrong color again, right? Open it up. It's gray. Fudge muffins. I call up Bullseye's guest relations. They are very nice. They apologize and they give me a discount. They're also sending someone out to pick up the incorrect bench. Today, the third bench arrives while the second bench is on my porch awaiting pickup. Delivery and pickup are from separate companies. I arrange to leave work a bit early to make sure that the pickup person doesn't grab the wrong bench. I get home and look at the box. Once again, the box says elephant. I open the box, already knowing the contents. It's another gray bench. Score so far, 3 elephants, 0 teal. At this point, I'm not sure if someone in their warehouse either just doesn't care or legitimately thinks elephants are teal. I mean, I've heard of pink elephants, so why not? Oh no, that sounds insanely frustrating. That's just that's just a really funny and annoying situation to be in. I can imagine. Oh god. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.